true keto adaptation, meaning that back to baseline, where you basically essentially replace glucose with fatty acids and ketones as a primary fuel, does not happen until 6 to 12 weeks. So what I just described, 24 to 72 hours, phase 1. Phase 2 would be 1 to 2 weeks, where you're ramping up fatty acid oxidation. Phase 3, fatty acid oxidation, phase 3 would be 4 to 6 weeks, where you have evidence of mitochondrial biogenesis. Fatty acid oxidation enzymes are increased 25 to 50%. Ketolytic enzymes are just starting to ramp up. With keto adaptation, when you achieve keto adaptation, Jeff Volek did this in the FASTER studies, the athletes that are truly keto adapted have 8 to 12 weeks of keto adaptation. Their fatty acid oxidation rates are 1.5 to 2 grams per minute. That has never previously been achieved in the massive amount of literature. No one has achieved that because they have not put people on a ketogenic diet for that duration of time and then train them to where they're burning 1.5 to 2 grams per minute. It was unheard of until he published that. So we've kind of replicated that, and that only after really about 3 months are you getting a level of keto adaptation where an elite or mid-level elite athlete is now achieving rates of, VO2 max and time to exhaustion that is equivalent to their high carb diet rates in the past.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So basically it sounds like if you were an athlete or you just cared about performance, you wouldn't want to be in that transition phase going into and out of ketosis a lot. You'd want to sort of be fully in it or not.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's the time to try it is not, 2 weeks before the marathon. You want to give yourself, do it in the off season, allow yourself a good 3 to 4 months. And the more you try it, the easier it gets and the more benefits you derive from it. And you can actually achieve a greater and faster rate of keto adaptation, I believe, with things exogenous ketones, ketone electrolyte salts. That would be my go-to along with MCT oil. Incorporating those with your meals would be a good strategy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Do you like the Keto Citra product that Wimes put together?
Yeah, the Keto Citra I think maybe just has 3 grams of BHB, so it's like a lower level. But I think for kidney health, I think Keto Citra is great for kidney health. I think it averts that mineral load. I think beta hydroxybutyrate with citrate could technically be a salt. So I use Keto Start by Audacious Nutrition, very similar. It's just straight up BHB spread out across electrolytes, but the difference between that, it's got the D and the L beta hydroxybutyrate, so that's a unique. But I think with the high mineral load, you may not want to use a lot of that in the context of kidney health. But I know I'm aware of the literature with Dr. Thomas Wiebes, right? So he's published very convincing studies that beta hydroxybutyrate, specifically Keto Citra, is very beneficial for kidney health. And I think that this is something that, kidney health is devastating for type 2 diabetes. I think people that are pre-diabetic or have type 2 diabetes should look up Keto Citra. And I think that that's a really important molecule. And I think people should also avoid 1,3-butanediol, which is technically a dialcohol. And we've used that in our studies, and I think it does have its time and place. And then the ketone esters we're using them for studies now, but they're great for acute scenarios. But if they want something to use day in and day out, Keto Citra or ketone electrolyte salts, specifically with the DL,